All right. So now I'm here, not as the MC, but as a poet. I do some part-time work at a group home, and there's a couple clients there that write poetry. But a lot of the poetry deals with their situations. So it's, I've been abused and beat up and all that kind of stuff. So I gave them a challenge the other night, and I just gave them some random words. And the words I gave them were spaceships and tadpoles, and they had to create something around that. So, of course, I gave them the challenge. They told me I needed to write something too, right? So, this is what I came up with from spaceships and tadpoles. My thoughts roam free like intergalactic time travel. My unorthodox approach to change transforms like the life cycle of a tadpole. Control is futile, as the depth of my emotions fluctuate like the stars. By far, my poetry teleports me to the heavens, as if my pen is a spaceship. The paper comes equipped with the fuel of my literary motivation. My salvation comes from my ability to adapt and improvise. In essence, one could catalog all of our lives like frogs. You see, they begin with gills, and as water fills their lungs, they still breathe, growing daily until they breathe air. And the same is true of my dreams. They start small as simple ideas that grow like huge, gigantic, meat-eating toads. The load becomes too big to bear and must be shared. But how? How can this amphibian-like dream seem to impact the masses? I know what I'll do. I'll create written rocket fuel that will power my spaceship of destiny. Then the world will see what a little tadpole can grow to be, an astronaut.
Hey.
We have a Facebook page called Words Have Meaning, and I posted this poem on the Words Have Meaning page, and it's a new one, and I really like it, so that's why I put it up there. I was a little excited. Now, ladies, this poem is for you.
All right.
Okay?
Thank
Take
you.
notes, get your
I just
pen
want
and
to
paper
thank
out. You know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
so much.
Gotcha. Now, the title of this poem is called 3 F's. Y'all say that with me. 3 F's. All right? 3 F's. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And I'm here to say that's partially right. Now, this feat can be reached by winning a 3-peat of championship rings. The only thing you have to do are these 3 things. And if you do them right, you will be able to keep him home at night. Now, the key to this trilogy is to perfect all 3 in this trifecta. See, they are all congruent, like the sides of an equilateral triangle, not isosceles. And the first of these is to feed him. The elders were onto something about cooking for your man, but you gotta do more than be good with pots and pans. The sharing of a meal fulfills life's basic need to feed hunger. A full stomach lowers the likelihood for him to wander. Now, if you already do well, Now, if you already do this well, just know it's only 1/3 of love's spell, but that's not enough. The second part that creates a dichotomy is to fuck him.
Hey.
All right, y'all heard that?
All right.
Ironically, it's the easiest of the 3, but many consistently do this one incorrectly. You see, a relationship.
Rewind.
Ironically, it's the easiest of the 3, but many consistently do this one incorrectly. A relationship based solely on sex is empty and lacks substance. A relationship without sex leads to frustration and infidelity. The delicate balance of frequency and unbridled spontaneity must be adhered to equally by both people. Satisfactory. Now, the use of sex games to tame your mate is forbidden, unless you are good at forgiving one's transgressions. A healthy sex life is great, but only 1/3 of this equation. Good sex, although good, is not enough. Now, the last part of this try is to try to give him free time. Whether it's fishing or watching ESPN, accessorizing his car or talking loud line with his friends, whether it's poker with the guys or playing video. The last part of this try is to try to give him free time. Whether it's fishing or watching ESPN, accessorizing his car or talking loud line with his friends, whether it's poker with the guys or playing video games, even if you think that his hobbies are lame. So, Let him go. That's not for you. Let him be. That's his time, not yours. And do not interrupt with non-essential stuff you know you can do without meet yours. And do not make him choose either his free time or you, because whatever he decides will be a lose-lose. But be warned, too much free time can be hazardous. But you can persuade him to trade in his free time, to spend time with you, with food and love. But remember, free time is not enough. Now, if all blends perfectly, meaning you effectively do all three, you will be surprised at how easy it will be to get him to comply with your agenda, and he'll go around bragging about you. And notice, this was accomplished without the nagging that you normally do.
Uh-oh.
So to help y'all remember this, I made up a little rhyme. To keep him on his relationship grind, feed him, fuck him, and give him free time.
All right.